left shoulder. And from here, over the right shoulder. And back to the center. And over the left shoulder. Nice. From here, drop your chin to your chest. And center, looking up. And center, chin to your chest. And center, looking up. We'll come back to center. Go through a couple of shoulder rolls here. So shrugging your shoulders up by your ears. Draw your shoulder blades down onto your back. Trying to relax your neck. Softening the face. One more in that direction. Reversing this circle. So up by the ears. And then all the way around. One more like that. From here, shrug your shoulders. Scoop your belly. Draw your navel into your spine. Grow tall. As you exhale, roll your tail under around your spine. Keep the feet planted. Inhale. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, curl your tail under, so start to round your spine. Inhale, crown of head reaches up toward the ceiling. Nice, exhale, scoop the belly as you round. I see more people doing this. Lengthen the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. You can release the arms from here. Let the tailbone drawing back be what helps you round. Inhale and lengthen. Once again, keep your feet planted. Exhale, round, scoop your belly. Nice. One more, and then we'll come into a long spine this time. So you're coming into that C-shaped curve of the low back. This next time, hands onto the thighs, hinge from your hips. And then rise up, grow tall. Exhale as you hinge, so leaning back. Nice. Rising up, you can release the arms from here if you like. You're moving from the hip joints here, head sits atop the spine. I feel like I'm yelling at you out on my own. 2 more like that. Exhale, hinge. You should feel those abdominals kick in. Rising up from here. 1 more, and then we're going to take this into a twist. So from here, rotate. We'll open out to the right. And sweep the arm around. Exhale, rotate left. And sweep. Nice. Staying tall. Exhale. Open to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Open it up to the left. Nice. 1 more each side. So you're coming through a long spine on these, and then you're opening the chest to face the back wall and then the front wall. Nice, Jim. From here, grow tall. We'll slide forward on the mat just a bit. You're going to scoop the belly around your spine and push down 1 vertebrae at a time, coming all the way to the floor, using that abdominal control. Walk your feet in just a bit. We'll tuck the chin to the chest. Release your arms at your sides. Press your low back down. Peel the hips away. So coming into a bridge. As you lower 1 vertebrae at a time, releasing all the way down to the floor. So press the low back down, peel the hips away. Hip points lifting up toward the ceiling. A little sense of adducting, so I think you're drawing in toward the midline here. And as you roll down, use that abdominal control as you release 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice, peeling up. Rise, the chin comes toward the chest. Activate the glutes and the hamstrings here, and on the way down, rolling through the spine, so get that spinal articulation using those abdominals all the way down. We're going to add the arms from here, so as you peel up, float the arms all the way up, and then as you exhale, lower it down nice and slow. See if you can time your arms with the hips and with your breath. The next time you lift up, we're going to keep the arms up overhead. So keep this reach. We'll add a stretch for the shoulders. And then from there, just release down 1 vertebrae at a time. So arms stay lifted, just opening up through the shoulders a bit. And then the next time that you float the hips back up, we'll take the arms back down nice and slow. Nice. From here, we're going to come into some marching. So you're just going to lift 1 foot away and then the other. So you're moving from the hip joint here. Try not to bend at the knee joint. So you're just kind of keeping that 90-degree angle. Engage those lower abdominals. Nice. Starting off, just bringing the foot to the floor. There you go, Jim. We're going to add on. So the next time that you lift the right foot, keep it here. Left foot, keep it here. From here, lowering down, come to a hover and lift. Come to a hover and lift. Try not to let that pelvis rock. So imagine this is like a bowl of soup. You're trying to keep your soup from spilling, so you don't want to let your pelvis tilt forward. You don't want to let it tilt back. Navel's drawing toward your spine. Nice, you're scooping the belly. Coming to a hover just a couple inches away and lifting up. And coming to a hover And lifting up. One more to the left, and then we're going to do doubles from here. So glue the inner thighs together, come down just halfway. Try not to let that soup spill. Slow rise back up. And come down about halfway. And slow lift back up. Do you guys feel this? So you can come a little lower, Autumn, and see if you can bring the inner thighs together. One more. The next time the knees are over the hips, reach the arms to the sides. Take the knees over toward the right. We're coming into a hover. And then keep that opposite shoulder blade pressing down, get back to the center. Nice and slow, come over to the left. So abdominals are engaged. You're thinking of using these obliques, so side waist muscles. Keep the shoulder blades pressing down into the floor. Use your breath. Slowly lower, come to that hover. Exhale to lift back up to center. Here we go, right and left. Back to the left. And then take the feet back down to the floor. Slide your hands back behind your head from here. So keep the elbows wide. Draw your navel to your spine. Scoop your belly. We're going to lift the tips of the shoulder blades without tensing the neck. Lift a little higher and slow lower back down. So try not to tense the neck here. Lift. And lift a little bit higher. And slow to lower. Rising up. Use your breath. Lift a little higher. Nice. Slowly lower. Two more. And lift. And slowly lower. Last one. Rising up. And lift a little higher. We're going to come into a rotation of the spine from here. So coming up, we'll rotate to the right, elbows in. Come back to the center. Rotating to your left. Come back to the center. Lift a little higher right here in the middle. And we're all the way back down. Exhale, right up. Rotate right. And center. Rotate right. And center. Lift up higher. And we're back down. Nice. Exhale, lift. Rotate. And center. Rotate. Coming into those obliques. Center. Lift up a little higher, but don't straighten the neck. Lower down. Last one. Use your exhale. Rotate. Elbows wide. Center. Rotate. Nice. Back to the center. Lift up a little bit higher. Slide the hands back behind your thighs here. Sink the navel to your spine to lift. Little pulses. Lifting up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down to your knees and hug. Little rock out side to side. And you can take a little circle here, so we're releasing the low back down to the floor. Take your head side to side, so you're releasing any tension you might be holding on to in the head, neck, shoulders. Nice. From here, we'll go ahead and release the feet down to the floor one at a time. We're going to come into the 100 from here. So scooping belly, lifting one foot and then the other up into a tabletop position. Bring those knees directly over the hips. You're engaging that tailbone. And then float the arms up here. We're going to drop the ribcage down as we lift the arms up overhead. So don't just let these arms reach. Drop the ribcage, let the pelvis tilt. So keep the ribs in. Arms should come to a stoop point. And as you exhale, nod each of your chest. We're going to lower back down to the arms back. Exhale, nod for chin to your chest. Peel the tips of the shoulder blades away. And on the last one, we're going to hold, but not to strain the neck here, and pump the arms. So you're inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5, really pumping the arms. So you can stay here with the upper body lifted, or if this is too much strain for the head, neck, and shoulders, keep the upper body down. And then you're welcome to stay here and lengthen your legs up toward the ceiling. Keep that squeeze of the inner thighs. Keep that belly scooping. Navel drawing to your spine. Stay here or lower down to about 45. Nice, arms are cupping. Inhaling and exhaling. If you like, slow lift back to 90 degrees. Exhale to lower down to 45. Slow to 90. Exhale to 45. 2 more like that. Inhaling, pumping the arms. Nice. Exhaling, squeeze the inner thighs. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And lower down to 45. Go ahead and rock it out side to side. Take your head side to side, release the tension through the head and neck and shoulders. We're going to rock along the spine and come on up to a seat. So from here, setting up for rolling like a ball. You're going to bring that C-shaped curve to the spine that we did in the warm-up. Scoop the belly. From here, rocking back to signal with one foot and then the other up off the floor. Keeping that scoop of the belly, come just back to sitting bones, so small range motion. Relax the shoulders from your ears. Come just back and come up to a balance. Just back, navel to spine. Now you're welcome to stay here, just working on the foundation, or as you exhale, rock back, rock up, try not to let those toes touch. Use your breath. Try not to let those toes touch. Exhale, rock along the spine. You're trying to keep the same distance between the chest and the thighs throughout. You're welcome to make this a little bit tighter. If you want to make it a little more challenging, maybe grabbing the ankles, making your ball a little bit smaller here. Keeping that curve throughout. 2 more. Last one. Feeling those lower gobbles. We're going to hold at the top. Bring your legs so that they're parallel here. Lengthening one leg. Lengthen the other. Extend the spine. Nice. Arm reach the arms. Scoop the belly. Reach deep. Inhale. Exhale. Take the feet to the floor. We're going to roll it all the way down. So nice and easy. Rolling through the spine. We'll take the arms all the way up overhead. Lengthening your legs one at a time on your mat. Take a moment here. Notice if you have this big expanse between the low back and the mat, slide your hands to that space. And then think of drawing your navel to your spine and pressing the low back down. You don't want to start to jam the low back and tuck the pelvis, but you don't want to let the low back overarch. So the best way to do it, making 2 L's with your hands. Find your low rib cage with the thumbs. Index fingers will find these points. And then drop your rib cage. You guys see that towards your pelvis. I don't want to jam my low back, but I don't want to overarch. And then keeping that intact, glue the inner thighs together, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, start to use your breath. And to roll up. We'll peel, 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 peel. Reaching out into the toes, scooping your belly. And as you peel back down, draw your navel into your spine. And slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. We'll float the arms up overhead, drop the rib cage down. Exhale. And peel, nodding the chin for the chest. Find that reach and extension. And then as you lower down, lead with your low back. Hollowing out the belly, scooping, scooping, scooping. As the arms float up, the arms aren't just going to drop down, so don't do this. Keep the rib cage dropping, arms up into a hover, a few inches away from the floor. Reaching out and over those toes, find that length, and then peeling down bone by bone. Nice. Arms will float up overhead, rib cage drops down. 1 more. We'll come to a stretch at the top here. So reach out and over the toes and just hold. And then sitting up nice and tall. So rock side to side here, bring your extra flesh weight from your sitting bones. You're going to slide a hand to your low back. You want to make sure you have this inward curve of the spine, so you're really sitting up on the sitting bones. If you're rounded, then chances are you're tucked. You don't want to come into a twist with a round spine. So in order to get up on those sitting bones, you might need to bend the knees here. So yeah, keep those knees bent. Reach the arms. We're going to exhale, rotate to the right. Imagine your belly button is right in the middle of this imaginary circle. Rotate left. Back to the center. So it's a small movement. Don't lead with your arms. Lead with that rotation. So coming from the belly button here, rotate left. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale as you rotate. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate. Nice. From here, we're going to bend the right elbow. So this time, bring your palms to face down. Do a little deeper rotation. And then slowly release. Exhale. Rotate left. Nice. Slowly extend through the spine. Exhale, rotate. And slow relax. Exhale, rotate. Nice. 1 more each side. And rotate left. Nice. We're going to slide forward just a bit. This time, allow your knees to drop open. You can bring your hands back behind your thighs, or if you're more flexible, come into the calves. Scoop the belly. We're going to tuck the tail under top of the spine as long, lengthening one leg. And then the other, coming into a balance. So keep that tail tucked, keep the belly scooping, inner thigh squeeze. Slow open. Exhale, squeeze. Nice. Slow open. Nice on. Squeeze. So using the inner thighs to connect the legs here. Look, I can even do it without my hands. This is kind of fun. And then from here, you're welcome to hold this, just working on scooping the belly, or as you exhale, coming back, drawing that navel to the spine. Find a little expansion across the collarbones as you rise up. Exhale, rocking back. Lengthen as you rise. Navel to spine. Rising up. 2 more like that. Exhale. Keeping that same distance between your chest and your thighs throughout. Last one, we're gonna hold at the top. And from here, move the inner thighs together here. Reach the arms, come back to teaser. I'm gonna backstroke the right arm. Backstroke the left arm back behind you. And come so you're in this position so the chest is lifted. You're welcome to lower onto the forearms if this feels like too much. From here, you're gonna circle the legs right. Hip circles. Circle on left. Squeeze those inner thighs together, circle. Inner thighs stay connected, squeeze. Scooping the belly. And exhale right. And back to the left. Nice, one more each side. Nice, from here, we're gonna come into the can-can. Tap, 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 lengthen the legs. Keep the chest lifted. We're gonna rotate, 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 and then from here extend. You're coming into those obliques, find that rotation. Rotate, rotate, and extend. Nice. Use your breath. This is the last one. Nice, from here, bring it back to 90. Lower the legs. And then nice and easy, ease all the way down. Take the stretch fingers to toes. I'm getting warm, are you? I'm gonna take my first layer off. So finding the stretch, and then we're gonna take the arms down by your sides one at a time. So bending the knees in, take the feet one at a time. Nice, we're gonna come into a prep for rollover. So from here, lengthening the legs one at a time up toward the ceiling. You're gonna slow open, slow lower, inner thighs connect, slow lift back up. Nice, squeeze those inner thighs, slow lift, slow, slow, lower, inner thighs connect. Make sure your legs are only the width of your mat apart and you're not swinging the legs. So you don't want to use your momentum here. Grounding down through the palms, actively engaging the arms here and using the shoulder blades pressing down. We're going to reverse. Lower down first, then separate, then lift, then squeeze the inner thighs. So lowering, then separate, then lift, inner thighs. Couple more like that. Use your breath. Last one. Nice. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs at the top. Nice. Jump from here, creating a circle on the ceiling out and around to your right. And circling left. And circle it right. See if you can find a little bit of a lift of the hips here. So you're grounding down through the palms. You're welcome to keep those hips on the floor. If you want to make this bigger, start to make your circle bigger. Swing the legs, inner thighs stay connected. Take a little bit of a balance here at the top. Reach. Make sure your weight is not on your neck. It's going to be on the shoulders. You can also just keep this small. So hips are on the floor. And just circle one more each side. And we'll release. So from here, go ahead and slowly lower. Bending one knee in, and then the other to the floor. Walk your feet all the way in toward your sitting bones here. You're gonna come back to that bridge like we did in the warm up. Release your arms at your sides. Press your low back down. Start to peel the hips away. You're gonna keep the hip points lifted toward the ceiling, so I don't want to see them lower from here. So you're engaging the hamstrings. Right leg is gonna extend. You're gonna flex and reach. Bring it in line with that knee. Point, lift up. Flex and reach. Point, lift up. Nice, two more. Reaching like you're lengthening toward that opposite wall. This leg should be really working. Last one, lift it up, bend the knee, take your foot to the floor, and then use that abdominal control, roll it all the way down. Nice, other side, peeling up. Use your exhale. Use the hip points lifting up toward the ceiling so that quad and hamstring are actively working. Left leg, press away. Reach up, press away, rise up. We've got two more. Last one. Lift it up, bend the knee in, and roll on down. Nice and slow. Use that abdominal control. Ah, nice. Give your knees a hug. Rock it out side to side here. Let's take the head side to side. And we'll set up for the abdominal series. So you're gonna bring this knee so it's right in line with the hip. Interlacing your fingers underneath your knee here, scoop your belly. Lift the tips of the shoulder blades away. You're gonna take the left foot off the floor, extend it, and lower it down to 45. And then from here, just switch. So you're gonna come straight down the midline. Use your exhale. Nice, if this is too much for head and neck, then lower the upper body down, same thing. You're focusing on brushing in the air, so let those legs brush. Knee is coming directly over top that hip. Nice, let's do 2 more. Last one. From here, knees over the hips. Reach out, wrap in. Reach it out, wrap it in. 2 more. Last one. Hands back behind the left or the right thigh or behind the calf. Double pull, legs switch. They're gonna scissor in the air, double pull and switch. So if it's available to you, you can bring that hand to the thigh. Remember, you're bringing the leg to you, not lifting yourself up to your leg. Let them scissor. You can always lower the upper body down for this one as well. Nice, last one. Legs at 90, squeezing our thighs. Slow lower, slow lower. Exhale. Squeeze those inner thighs, slowly lift. 2 more. If you need to, lower the upper body down, or if you have a playground ball at home or some sort of small ball, you can bring it underneath the head for support, or you can even use your sweatshirt or your top here. So the next time that we lift back up, we're gonna bend that right knee, lengthen the left leg, rotate right, center, rotate left, center, rotate, center, rotate. Legs are coming straight down the midline, so let them brush. You're coming into that rotation, coming into those obliques. 1 more each side, nice, rotate. Center, rotate. Give your knees a hug. Little circles. Release your low back into the floor here. You can take your head side to side. Release any tension. Nice, we're gonna rock it up from here. Let's come all the way around and onto our belly. So from here, slide the hands slightly forward to the shoulders. You're gonna work on activating that whole back body. So squeeze the glutes, top of the feet are pressing into the floor. Shimmy yourself down so the hips are lowered. From here, elbows are gonna draw in toward the side ribs, and you're just gonna start to lift up. So make sure you're not using your hands here. So you're using those back extensors. So release the hands, test yourself. Maybe lift higher, slow low. Exhale, peel away. Kneecaps are lifting away, tops of feet are pressing down. Head is in line with the spine, no tension. Slow lower. And exhale, peel away. And slow lower. Nice, we're gonna do 1 more spine extension. Lift, nice, squeeze those glutes. Whole back body working. You're gonna lower down, and this time release your arms at your side. So imagine you have a stripe running down your pants here. Roll your shoulders back. Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. Peel the chest away. Head in line with the neck. Head in line with the spine. So you don't want to do this. And then slowly release. Exhale, peel. No tension on the head and neck. Gazing down towards your mat, lift a little higher. Lower down. 2 more. Squeeze those glutes. Peel the chest away. Peel higher. Lower. Last time for, here we go, squeezing the glutes. Rising up. Lift a little higher. Nice. Lower down. Look over that right shoulder. Give your hips a little shimmy. And allow your heels to fall apart so the big toes come toward one another. Hope you guys are enjoying this at home. We're going to slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up onto upwards and pull back so hips come towards your heels. And just round your spine here. Nice curve through that low back. Hips are coming toward the heels. If this isn't comfortable for you, try taking the knees a little wider. Nice, we're gonna come back onto our belly. This time, lengthen your arms out all the way in front of you. And we're gonna squeeze the glutes and just lift the upper body, so float it away from the floor. Slow lower, nice. You can bend the elbows here, and you can also take the arms to a V. If it's too much, you can arms to right in line with the shoulders. Slow lower. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift. Slow lower. 1 more, squeezing the glutes. Nice, we're gonna lower down. You're gonna stack one hand on top of the other here. You're gonna rest your forehead. And then from here, you can either bring the legs all the way together, or if you have back issues, feel free to separate your feet a little bit apart. Squeezing the inner thighs, slow lift. Slow lower. Just the lower body this time. Exhale, heel up, nice. Slow lower. So you're coming to a hover, a few inches away from the floor. Think of lengthening, directing that energy toward the opposite wall. Lift. Glutes are working. Lower. We're going to extend the arms, add the two together this time. So Superman and Superwoman. Peel up. Head in line with spine. Lower. Peel up, hold. Squeeze those glutes. Slow lower. Nice. Two more. Slow lower. Last one. Nice. Lower down here. Release your arms at your sides. Look over that other shoulder. Give the hips a rock. Just releasing any tension you've gathered in the low back, the hips. Slide your hands back. Pull back hips to your heels. So rounding the spine here. Big toes come together. You can separate your knees about the width of your rib cage. Nice, we'll come on top floors. So bring your hips and knees in line here. I'm gonna stack your shoulders and the wrists. Spread through the fingers. I want you to think about grounding down through your finger pads and your knuckle pads here. So hands shouldn't be like this. We wanted the finger spread so weight goes into all parts of the hand, not just into that wrist. And then let's just warm up the wrist a bit. So shift forward a little, shift back. Shifting forward a bit. Shifting back. You can take a little circle, just kind of a mini circle, where you weight into all parts of the hand. Reverse that circle here. Should feel nice. And then what I want you to think about is not dumping into your wrist, but instead just swing with your core so you're lifting up out of your wrist. We're going to take that right knee. You can bring a playground ball behind the seat or weight if you have one at home. We're going to point it up toward the ceiling, come to a hover. Most importantly, I don't want to see this. So you're not rocking your body side to side, none of this. You want to keep all that weight distributed through that right side. So you don't want to shift all the way down to the left side. You want to keep your navel drawn to your spine. You want to find a lift up out of your wrists. Nice. 4 more. Reach. Here's 3, like you're pressing a button on the ceiling here. Nice. 2. On our last one, hold. We're going to do a little pulse up. 2, 3, 4. Small range of motion. Thigh parallel or almost parallel to the floor. Then slowly we're coming back behind that knee and then out to the side. As you do, I don't want to see this. So no compensating in the upper body. Keep that lift up out of the wrists. And you're not going to hike that hip as well. Use your exhale. So hips stay steady. Nice. Nice on. 3 more, just like this. Here's 2. Lift. Nice. Last one, we're going to hold this one at the top. And it's a small reach. Little pulses up. For 2. Try not to bend into that right side. And we're going to circle it. So imagine that you have a pencil on that knee. We're going all the way out and around. All the way out and around. Nice. 2 more this way. Engage those abdominals. Reversing the circle. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Try and keep those hips steady. Last one. Nice. From here, let's release the leg back. Take a little stretch. And release your toes. Left leg. So from here, draw your navel into your spine. Make sure you're spreading through the fingers. You're going to lift and come to a hover. Lift, come to a hover. So you should feel like you're engaging those side waist muscles. Five more. Keep your hips steady. Try not to shift all the weight into that right side. 2 more. Nice. Last one. Keep it up here. Little pulses, small range. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're coming back behind that knee. Out to the side. Back behind the knee. Out to the side. Nice. Slow and steady wins the race. 3 more. Maybe slow it down just a tad. 2. Last one. We're going to hold this one up there, and it's a small range. Leave the pulses up. And release it. Oh, let's do our circle. I almost forgot. All the way out and around. So imagine you have a pencil attached to that knee. Use your breath. Lift up out of your wrists. So engaging my core, not sinking down. Straighten the arms all the way. Reverse. Two more here, nice. Last one. And we'll take the leg back, take a little stretch, stretch up the calf. Front of that thigh a bit and release it, separate your knees. Take a little rest pose here, give your wrists a break. And then you can inch your fingertips out a little further in front if it feels comfortable for you. Start to inch the elbows and then bring your hands together for just a rest. And then we'll come onto our knees if that's comfortable for you, or you can have a seat and just do a little circle here. So backs of the hands together, circle one way, circle the other. Nice, from here we're going to come back onto all fours. If this is starting to feel really uncomfortable for you for your wrists, I'm going to show you an alternative, but you really have to make sure your downward engaged. So you can come down like this on the forearms. Less weight or no weight in the wrists. I'm going to take the right leg back. Tuck your toes under, lift through the belly. We're going to lift, slow, lower. Take a hand, make sure hips are level here. So you're not hiking that right hip. You're moving the leg, hips stay isolated. And then with my hand away, I have to fire up these obliques a little bit more. So if you like, hand to your head. 3 more. Here's 2, nice. Try and fully straighten that leg. Last one, little pulses. So you're really engaging that hamstring. Fully straighten that leg. We're gonna circle it. For 2, 3, small circle. I don't wanna see this. Upper body should move, hips should stay still. Reversing that circle. Head in line with your spine so it's not sinking. 2 more. Nice, internally rotate. From your hip, externally rotate. Internally rotate, so not just the foot. Coming all the way up in that hip joint. So the next time we internally rotate, stay. We're gonna tap and tap. Tap and tap. Tap. Four more. 3, keep that internal rotation. 2. Last one. Nice, let's bring it back behind you. Take a little stretch. Look over that left shoulder. Just back through the heel. Should feel nice. Release your toes. Left leg. So again, find that lift up out of your wrist, coming up and in the belly. Lift the leg and then check your hips. You might think you're not elevating that hip, but are you? Slowly lift them up. Keep your hips level. Nice. Last one, small range. Little lifts. Yeah, so if you did so on the other side, my hand keep here. Makes a lot harder, doesn't it? And we're gonna circle. Abdominals pulling up and in. Remember, you're trying to isolate the leg and the hip joint. You're not doing this. Not swinging all around. And I'm finding a lift up out of my wrist so that I don't feel like I'm just sinking down into my wrist and putting all that weight there. Reverse your circle. So my core has to really engage to find that lift. That's the beauty of all these exercises. Your core is engaged throughout. Nice, 3 more. 2, 1. We're gonna internally rotate, external. So if you don't know what I mean, turning in from the hip joint, turning out from the hip joint. So you'll see my toes turn in and out, but it's not coming from there, it's coming from all the way in the hip. Internally rotate, hold, tap in, tap out. This is hot potato. It might feel awkward. Use your exhale. Last one. And press it back. Reach back through the heel. And look over that right shoulder this time. So just getting that stretch throughout the left side. So we're gonna release the toes here. Separate the feet or knees apart, bring the toes together. Take a little rest. Should feel good. Nice, we're gonna take, this time, interlace your fingers, bring your heels of your palms together, little circle. You can go faster or slower than me, whatever feels right for you. Reversing lots. So are we really getting snow or is that just a joke? I don't know, I heard somebody say something about snow. Maybe it was a joke. Take a stretch. Okay, we're gonna come into side lying work. Yeah, that looks nice too. Maybe reach the arms. Okay, let's check the time. We're gonna come onto our belly, roll over onto your side so that you can see me. Stacking the hips. So the most important thing here is to keep those hips stacked. You don't want to rock back or rock forward. This arm is gonna lengthen. You can rest your head, so make sure you're in line with the back of your neck, or you can make a little cushion for your head. This hand is in front for balance. For a little more difficulty, you can take it to your hip, release it long. So from here, we're gonna point up, flex, resist on the way back down. Pointing up, flex, resist. I recommend exhaling on the way down. Hips are stacked. It's not a real big movement. Leg is parallel, navel's drawing to your spine, you're scooping the belly. Reach through that heel. 3 more like this. Press. Nice. 2, keeping those hips stacked. On our last one, hold it up here. We're gonna create a circle in the air. This is what I don't wanna see. Don't rock your upper body. Everything stays still. Take a peek down. Make sure that you're getting that area back behind you too. So you're not just coming to the midline, back behind you. Look down and say, I'm circling the inside of a barrel here. Should feel in your core. Nice, we're gonna reverse that circle. Slow, big circles. Nice, 4 more. 3, 2, we're gonna come back to the midline. From here, we're gonna lift, lift, lower both. Lift, lift, squeeze. Nice, as you lower down, think of lengthening toward that opposite wall. One more. Squeeze, squeeze, slow lower. 3. Nice, this is 2. On our last one, we're gonna glue the inner thighs together. Slow lower, slow lift, slow lower, slow lift. Make sure your hips are stacked, so make sure you're not rocking back. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. 3 more. Here's 2. Nice, last one, hold it up here, small range, little pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, lower it down. Nice, from here, bend that knee. Go ahead and take a little quad stretch. You might have to come into a little pelvic tuck, so press the hip blades forward to stretch the front of the thigh. Bend your other knee. You're gonna stack your hips. Sitting bones are in line with your heels. Keep the hips stacked. Imagine you have an apple for the teacher on this top hip. We're just gonna open. Nice, on our last one, it's a pulse for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, second set, if you like elevating the feet, we're gonna open, close, keep that top hip stacked, so you're not doing this. Pelvis stays the same throughout, take a peek down. Are you still balancing that apple? Nice, pulsing. And we're gonna tap and tap, tap and tap, tap. Ooh, almost there, guys. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Go ahead and bring that leg in front. You can take a little massage. Little tough love if you like. We're gonna release it. Come onto your belly. Stack one hand on top of the other. Just take a little shimmy in the hips here. And we're gonna come onto the other side. So from here, we're rocking to swing the legs around. Make sure your hips are stacked here. Make sure you're in line with the back of your mat. So one long line. And lengthen this arm or bend this elbow. Make a little cushion for your head. And then just try and keep the head and neck relaxed. From here, we're pointing up. Flex, resist on the way down. So this hand can come in front for balance. Lift, flex, resist. Nice, slow it down. Use your exhale. Nice. Two more. Last one. We're going to add on lift, lift, low, lower. Oh, the other side we did circles first. Don't worry, we won't forget those circles. Squeeze the inner thighs. Two more. From here, both legs together, so glue them together, lift and lower. Keep them squeezing. For three. Two more. On our last one, it's a small range, little pulses up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that bottom leg, circling. So remember, whole upper body stays still. Take a peek down. You're tracing the inside of a barrel here, navel drawing to your spine. Ooh. One more. Reversing, so back behind you, all the way out and around. For 2, 3. Nice. 2 more. Woo, last one. We're gonna bring it back behind you, take it into the stretch. I know I changed the order a little bit, we got it all in. We're gonna take this bottom knee, bend it, stack your hips, feet are in line with your sitting bones, open, close. So you can join us for 1 set, you can join us for 2 or all 3 as your challenge. If 1 is enough for you today, just do that 1 set. 2 more. Last one, it's a pulse, small range. Little lift. Ooh, it burns. If you like, for the next set, elevate the feet or take a breather here. Two more here. Last one, it's a pulse. 2, 3, how are we doing? And we're going to tap and tap. So join us for this challenge set or sit this one out. Use your breath. Ooh, ooh, child, for 4 more. 3, 2, ooh, last one. Go ahead and release. Take a little self-love, tough love if you need to. And release it. Go ahead and come onto your belly. We're gonna stack the other hand on top. Take a little shimmy to the hips, separate the knees apart. Just release this. And then we're gonna slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up here, fold back, hips to your heels, take a breather. Nice, we're gonna come on up. Swing the legs around here. Bring your legs so they're about the width of your mat apart. We're gonna flex the feet a bit. Rocking side to side to bring that extra flush away from the sitting bones so the sitting bones are grounding down into the floor. Again, if you're rocked back and you're rounded, try bending the knees here. Legs are not too wide, maybe a little bit wider than your mat. Reach the arms, take a breath in. Exhale, rotate, reach. Reach a little further. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, grow tall, rotate, reach, Reach. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Really flex the feet here. Activate the legs. So you're thinking of activating those quadriceps so you can stretch and open the back of the legs. So imagine you're pressing your feet into a wall. If you're at home, maybe even press your feet into a wall. Or just reach the toes up toward the ceiling so you're really flexing those feet. Nice. One more here. The saw, like you're sawing off that pinky toe, will reach the arms. Take your feet in a little bit closer this time, like someone's got you by the waist, pulling you back as you reach forward, spine stretch forward. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, grow tall. Tuck your shoulders over your hips. 2 more. Scoop your belly, let that bring you down. Like someone's got one of those canes that pull you off stage. Exhale. Nice, and then grow tall from here. We'll go ahead and bring the feet together. Bend the knees, come all the way down onto your back. Give your knees a hug. You can take a little release a little back here. Circling one way, circling the other. Nice, let's lengthen this left leg, give your right knee a hug. And we're gonna take this leg up toward the ceiling. So you can bring your hands back behind the thigh. And we're just gonna bend and straighten. So testing out those hamstrings a bit. If you need to, the leg won't fully straighten here. You can even grab it down here and lengthen. Try and move from your knee joint though, so that knee's staying still in space. One more, lengthen and hold. Stay right here, or slide the hands behind the calf, or peel your upper body away. So a little stretch. We're gonna bend this knee in. Scoot your hips a little to the right, drop your knee across the body here. Nice. Release. Left leg. And from here, take the hands back behind the thigh, lengthen. If you like, you can add a little flex and a point with this, so point as you lengthen, flex as you bend. Let's just do 2 more. On the last one, lengthening and holding, hands back behind the thigh or slide it to the calf, peel the upper body, forehead towards your knee. And then lengthen the leg as you lower it all the way down. We'll bend the knee and scoot your hips a little to the left this time. So taking the knee across the body to get to a twist. And then from here, unwind. Lengthen those arms and legs. Reach from your fingers to your toes. And we're gonna roll over onto your side. And then from here, press up. So go ahead and come so that you're facing the side. We're gonna find some lateral work here. So you're lengthening up through the crown of the head, and then we're gonna reach out, and from here, crunch in, so reaching in toward those feet. So bring your hips so they're facing a little more toward the edge, and yeah. So all the way this way, yeah, facing forward. So we'll lengthen, and then bend in. And lengthen, reach away, and then bend in and crunch. Nice, 1 more like that. And you're welcome to stick with this, or taking that hand down, we'll flex the feet, press and lift all the way up into a full side plank, and then bend the knees. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, lift, and slow release. Just 2 more. So you're welcome to stay on the floor with that first exercise we did, last one. Reach. So shoulders stacking over your wrists, and then lower down, we'll swing the legs around. So it's like you're kneeling and then you kind of shift your hips over to the side, and then you want to lengthen up through both sides, or through the crown of the head. This one hip is going to be lifted off the floor. You're going to reach away from the feet to start, find that length, and then you're crunching in toward the side. Should feel this nice stretch, yeah? Reach away, crunch in, nice. 2 more. And crunch in, and you're welcome to stay with this. Or from here, the next time you take that hand out, you're just gonna be a little bit forward of the shoulders so that as I flex the feet and press into it and lift up, that shoulder stacking over top. And then bend the knees, exhale. And slow lower. Exhale, squeeze those inner thighs. Remember, you can stay with that first exercise or join us for this one, last one. Nice, we'll lower this down. We're gonna take the hips toward the heels and round your spine. Take a little breather here. You can take a little rock side to side. Let the heart rate come back down if you were doing that full side plank series. And then we'll walk it out to the right. Lay over your right thigh. And back over through center and over to your left here. And come back to the center. Nice. So from here, slide forward. We're going to come onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Reaching the hips up and back. Start to pedal in place. You're just bending one knee and reaching through the other heel. And then lengthen the heels toward the floor. So lifting up through the sitting bones, pressing your hands to your chest, moving toward the thighs. We'll take the hands all the way back. We're going to fold over the legs. So we're testing out those hamstrings so you should be nice and stretched out. Take a bend in the knees here. Nod your head, yes. Shake it, no. Release any tension in the neck and shoulders. And then press weight into the feet and we'll roll it up to stand. So I may need to readjust my mat hip. So that you can see me. So we're going to come to the back of your mat. Feet are separated, sitting bone width apart. Nice. From here, just peeling down. So imagine you're peeling away from the wall one vertebrae at a time. Allow the head to hang. Arms to dangle. Take a little bend in the knees. And then as you roll back up, you're pressing the feet down into the floor. Keep that bend in the knees and step one vertebrae on top of another. Roll your shoulders back. And then chin to your chest. Rolling back down. Allow the arms to dangle, head to hang. Peel it up here, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Roll your shoulders back and low tall. Two more just like that. Exhale. Slow it down. Imagine you're coming away from a wall here. So articulating the spine, and then as you roll back up, you're pressing down through the feet, softening the knees. Shoulders roll back low tall. Nice. Last one. We're going to stay here for this one. Walk it all the way out. Bring your shoulders so they're in line with the wrists. You can lower the knees down from here. If you hold here, you can lower down just 2 inches. Just 2 inches. Or halfway, or nose to your mat. And then from here, tucking the toes, lift the hips up and back. Start to walk your hands all the way back toward the feet. Try not to rock side to side. Bend your knees. And roll back up to stand one vertebrae stacking on top of another. And then you're welcome to stay right here. Take a little breather, or nodding your chin to your chest to peel down. So Pilates push-ups, coming out so that the shoulders are in line with the wrists. Option to lower the knees from here. So remember, maybe it's just a little lowering, half inch, 1 inch, halfway, or you can do nose to your mat. Elbows are drawing in. Nice. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Start to walk the hands toward your feet. Soften your knees. And roll it up to stand one vertebrae stacking on top of another. Shoulders roll back from here, go tall. Nice. 2 more sets. So on your own, walking it all the way out, shoulders in line with the wrist. Maybe you're just holding this. Maybe this is your Pilates push-up for today, just working on holding on the knees or holding that high plank. And then from here, lifting the hips up and back. And then you're working towards walking back. You can bend the knees more deeply if you need to here. You don't have that availability in your hamstrings, and then rolling it up. We're just going to do 1 more set. So peeling back down. Hands walk out, shoulders in line with your wrists. So remember, you're holding this plank. You're lowering the knees and holding, or 3 push-ups of your choice. Elbows hugging in. So you can do 2 inches halfway or nose towards your mat. And then let's take a stretch here. So lift your hips up and back. Let's pedal your feet. And then lengthen the heels toward the mat here. So lifting up through the sitting bones, pressing into the floor. And we'll lower back down to the knees, coming onto all fours. Sink your hips through your heels around your spine. If you're coming into some full push-ups, or even on the knees, maybe your heart rate went up, so let your heart rate come back down. You take a little rock side to side. Let this come into your hips a bit. Lowering the heart rate. And then we'll slowly come on up. We're going to swing it around, come onto your back. Nice, coming into our cool down from here. Go ahead and lower all the way down, bend both knees into your right ankle to your left knee. Stay here, so maybe this foot stays on the mat today. Release the foot if it's available to you. Hands back from the side. Flex your feet a bit. Toes drawing back. Relax your jaw. Let's lengthen this leg up toward the ceiling. You can take a little circle. Circling it the other way. We'll flex, draw it in. On our last one, we're going to hold this one. Get this nice stretch. And then lengthen that leg. Actually, let's just bring the knee in and switch. So if you're already feeling a stretch, stay here. If you have to tense up the upper body to get those hands back behind the thigh, just have them overlap. So lower your arms down gently. Yeah. So that you're not tensing all the way up through here. If it's okay for you, you can put your hands back behind the thigh. Let's lengthen this leg, take a little circle. Flex, draw it in. Nice. On our last one, we'll hold this, breathe. Hold in a little closer, feeling that stretch. And then from here, lowering both feet to the floor. We'll extend the arms long. Reach out through the toes. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. And then lengthen your legs. Take the arms at your sides. Let your legs drop open here. And go ahead and we'll take a little rest. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, send it all the way down to your toes. And then from here, we'll let go of any tension that you build up in your feet, your ankles, relaxing your calves. Make sure to take this rest if you're at home too, working your way up to your thighs. Letting go of any tension you're still holding on to in your hips. Relaxing your belly, relaxing your breath, making your way all the way up to your shoulders, your neck, your head. Consciously letting go of tension and sending your breath to all parts of the body. And we'll take a stretch, fingers to toes. And when you're ready, bending the knees in here, rolling onto your side. And then think of using your upper body strength to press your way up. We'll come back to a seat here. You can bring some padding underneath the hips if you like. Just sitting up nice and tall, reach the arms out. We'll inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale and press the space away. Once again, inhale, sweep. Exhale and press the space away. And this time, inhale, float the arms all the way up. And just take a little twist out to your right. Sliding the hand to the outside of the knee. Going a little taller here. Into that twist. And then inhale, sweep. Twist out to your left. Gentle twist here. And inhale, sweep. Come back to the center. Reach out through the fingertips. One more like that. Inhale, sweeping the arms. Exhale, reach out through your fingertips. And we're done. Thank you guys. Yay. Thanks at home.